I want you to think about this for me. When was the last time your feelings was hurt? And think about who did that. Think about the person who did that. And then think about how you feel about that person right now. Have you forgiven that person? Or did you make amends with that person? Or are you and that person still cordial with one another? How are you, right? I want you to think about that. And then I want you to think about how often people get hurt and refuse to forgive. And when they refuse to forgive, how that leads off into, listen, I was listening to this sermon and the pastor, she basically said, people only bring up the past and how they was hurt to inflict further hurt. And I said, dang, these messages always resonate a little bit better when it's personal. Understand what I'm saying? Like when you can relate, right? And it's so very true, man, because if that hurt and that pain so deep down in the past and you claim you over it and all that, it's no need to really bring it up. It's no need to even talk about it to the next person. But when you feel like that's going to give you some kind of leg up, you do that. You feel like it's going to give you some kind of advantage, you do that. And that's for the people that haven't really they haven't really forgiven the other person, and they probably haven't forgiven themselves yet for something that happened in their life, right? So that happens a lot too. So a lot of times people hurt us, but a lot of times we hurt people too. Right? And you never forget that either. You never forget how you hurt a person. And you know what I'm saying? Lord forbid that you never had a chance to make an amends while these people were still here or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we go through these things. We go through these battles with people, and understand this. I understand certain things you can't come back from. And those are I'm not talking about those things, right? You deal with those the best way you can, but I'm talking about those little quarrels that they start here and they start there. And then you a few months and a few years in, and you done forgot why you're not even talking to this person no more. You forgot. It's insufficient now. But pride get in the way where this person not gonna come forward and you for sure not gonna come forward. So if don't nobody make that effort, it's just still a beef. It's just still an animosity, right? And that's crazy, man, when it start affecting different people. But listen here, man, a good way to deal with your problems, a good way to deal with your problems is prayer and meditation. And that's really why I came on this one. Prayer and meditation will help you get through a lot of your life situations, man. Instead of taking a different and the opposite route, pray your way through, meditate your way through, and see how that may work out for you. Because it's a powerful thing, and God always watching, God always hearing, and He always willing to come through and swoop through. But you remember, you got to be pure in your heart. You got to be pure in your soul. And this message is for pure souls in the Pack Horse family. Understand what I'm saying? So pray, meditate, and find a new way to win today, Pack Horse family. Peace, success, and prosperity.